Okay, student, we have already discussed the meaning of the final goods into the previous video. Before watching this video, you must watch video number 2. Today, we are going to discuss the meaning, features of intermediate goods. So, question arises, what is the meaning of intermediate goods? So, intermediate goods are those goods which are used either for resale or for further production in the same year. If suppose goods are purchased for the further production, you take the example that in the village area we have seen the farmers, they have raised the cow, they have raised the buffaloes, and they used to produce the milk, and all the milks they cannot consume, so excess of the milk they are selling to the dairy shop. Clear? So collection centers are there, and the dairy shop they used to purchase the milk for the sale into the market. So milk purchased by the dairy shop for the sale into the market is intermediate goods. So let us see what I have written. Intermediate goods are those goods which are used either for resale or for further production in the same year. Intermediate goods include goods purchased for resale. I told you, let us see goods purchased for resale. You take the example of milk. Milk is the goods purchased for resale. Resale to by whom? By the dairy shop. So dairy shop is there. Dairy shop, they have to purchase the milk from the farmers in order to sell into the market. It means milk is an intermediate goods. Then second, goods used for further production. So goods used for further production. You take the example of clothes. Clothes, and clothes are purchased by, suppose, tailor. Tailor is there. Tailors are there, or the garment manufacturers are there. Garment manufacturers. So tailors, garment manufacturers, they are buying the clothes from the wholesalers in order to stitch the shorts, trousers, and so many other items of the clothes. So clothes purchased by the tailors, clothes purchased by the garment manufacturers are known as intermediate goods. Let us see what are the features of the intermediate goods. I think it's clear to all of you. Let us see the feature of intermediate goods. The first feature is these goods are used by the producers. It means intermediate goods are the goods which are used by the producer. It means the intermediate goods are not used by the consumers. Consumers are not using the intermediate goods. These goods remain within the production boundary. It means the goods which remains within the production boundary are known as intermediate goods. Question arises, what is the meaning of production boundary? I told you in the last video that production boundary is an imaginary line around the productive sector. Imaginary line about the productive sector. It means this production boundary is an imaginary line around the productive sector. If goods are within the productive sector, then it is intermediate goods. But when it crosses the production boundary, it becomes the final goods. Let us see the national income. The value of intermediate goods are not included in national income. So value of intermediate goods are not included into the estimation or calculation of the national income. So let us see once again the meaning of intermediate goods. Intermediate goods are those goods which are used either for resale or for further production in the same year. Features of intermediate goods are, these goods are used by producers. These goods remain within the production boundary. The value of intermediate goods are not included in the national income. So this we have already seen. In the previous video we have discussed about the final goods. Today we have discussed about the intermediate goods.